think Kamala Harris will probably win in a cakewalk for governor.
No!
Okay.
No! What are you doing? What are you doing?
No, I'm telling you the reality, whether you like it or not.
What are you doing?
Democratic voters in California love to obey. And so,
oh my God, I'm going to move, Cenk. I'm going to quit my job. I'm going to quit my job.
And Kasparian seemed like she had enough. She's had enough. She got into it with, chunky yogurt over there, right? And it became something that we can use for entertainment. Let's get straight into it. Don't forget to hit the like button, share the video. Also subscribe if you haven't, and drop some comments, man. Drop some comments. Also check me out on memberships. Let's get into it.
Officials said to be open to Kamala Harris running again in 4 years. Politico asking the question, are Democrats coconut pilled? Where are you on this future?
Well, that was Fox News anchor Bill Hemmer throwing to Lindy Lee, who's the DNC Mid-Atlantic Regional Chair. Probably not for long, because she is about to devastate Kamala Harris.
This is not what America wants. November 5th was a decisive defeat for the Democratic Party. She lost every single swing state. It wasn't a squeaker like it was in 2016. This was a resounding defeat. And right now, Kamala Harris is indulging in delusions of running for governor of California, possibly in 2026, or even president again in 2028. America has said this is not what we don't want to be coconut pilled. We do not want Kamala Harris. We don't want failed border policies. And I feel like I'm liberated and I can finally tell the truth that the Democrats completely failed on the border. Title 42 was a tremendous mistake, and no one is willing to say that. And you shouldn't be called bigoted or racist because you want strong borders for the United States. And you should be able to say that the economy was ailing under the Biden-Harris administration, that price hikes did indeed happen, but they denied that for the first 3 years of the administration. And when they finally did something, it was too late.
Now, look, Lindy Lee is a bundler for the Democratic Party. She raised a lot of money for Kamala Harris's campaign, and she feels that she was lied to about how she was performing in the polling, lied to by the Harris campaign about the likelihood of beating Donald Trump. And so she's been making the media rounds, and you can tell that she is really soured on the Democratic Party. But someone who hasn't soured on the Democratic Party is Joy Behar, yet even she has some pretty harsh words for the Democratic Party and, more importantly, the Kamala Harris campaign. Take a look.
The thing the Democrats do that most politicians do, I think the Republicans did it back in the day with John McCain. It's like, it's your turn. Kamala's in position. It's her turn. Yeah. Joe Biden, he did not retire early enough so that there could be an open, what do they call it? Primary. Exactly. Thank you. That's a simple word. And yet, there would have been an open primary. We would have seen what was out there a little bit more. It's just as bad as what they're doing with Trump, which is this loyalty oath that everybody has to take and bow down and kiss his ring. It's not about who's the best person. It's about who do you feel is in the next.
When you use the cackling hens out here in these streets, I already know it's going bad. I know it's going downhill from there. What the cackling hens about to add to the conversation, fam? Like, everything I've ever seen from them has been horrible. Talking about The View. Might start doing videos roasting The View soon, because this is just, come on, fam. Come on, it's bad out here in these streets, right? Horrible. And the other ones too, I think it was called The Real. I'm glad they got up out of here too. The Real where, right? It was horrible. They fired somebody for speaking out for Christianity. It's nasty work. But yeah, now they out here pumping Kamala. Just pumping Kamala like that's that new hotness. Like Kamala is what's needed in life. Right? Like they need Kamala out here in these streets. Said nobody ever. What's she gonna do? Teach us her nasty collard greens recipe that just almost made me sick to my stomach even thinking about? Never eat no collard greens from Kamala.
The job with the Democrats and with the Republicans.
obviously implying, and this would be a correct statement, that Kamala Harris was not the best person for the job or the best candidate to run against Trump. And look, finally, even Jill Biden is taking some shots at Kamala Harris. If you don't believe me, take a look at this.
So I hope that you all feel that sense of, peace and light, and that just for a moment when you leave here today that you feel, a sense of joy. Because I think we all need we all need to feel joy now during this time of the season, during this time. So anyway, okay, now I'll start. You're all reading into that.
Are we? Are we?
Yeah, so the rumors are that Jill Biden always hated Kamala Harris because of the one line in the debate back in 2020 in the primaries, where she talked about how Joe Biden was in favor of segregation on buses back in the day, and then she never forgave her for that. Oh my God, Queen Biden.
That's crazy. Yo, Biden been here for minutes. That dude was at the party with Marty McFly when he went back in time to save his parents. I think it was over there. Hitting the illest twists. I'm joking. Yo, though. That dude, he's pretty much up there. He's been around for that long that he'd be damn sure could have been there doing all of that. That's crazy. That's pretty damn wild out here in these streets. You not black if you don't vote for me. Do what I say. Almost the Charlemagne jump like, oh, no problem, sir. That's what Charlemagne said. So Charlemagne was like, okay. That's what Charlemagne was like. Charlemagne was like, you got it. Nasty ass. But yeah, that is pretty crazy. I do think that's wild as hell.
And hurt your own party in 1,000 different ways just because you're bitter. Anyway, so now, speaking of bitter, though, I'm a little bit bitter about The View. Because when we said Biden was too old, they were like, how dare you, right? When we said there should be an open primary, they said, how dare you? When we said, hey, the Democrats are asking for loyalty oaths and we're not supposed to be the authoritarian party, we're supposed to be more open. They're like, how dare you? Now all of a sudden The View is like, oh my God, you know what? Why didn't anybody tell us Biden was too old?
Yeah, they'll go back to the loyalty oaths, believe me.
Of course,
they will.
The View is the masters of loyalty oaths. If you don't pledge for whoever is the establishment corporate robot, they'll take your head off on The View. So, Joy, I appreciate your new opinion, but it's very, very different than your old opinion, which is like a minute ago, and it dramatically different. By the way, there's one thing I disagree here. I think Kamala Harris will probably win in a cakewalk for governor.
No!
Okay.
No! What are you doing? What are you doing?
No, I'm telling you the reality, whether you like it or not.
What are you doing?
Democratic voters in California love to obey. And so,
oh my God, I'm going to move, Cenk. I'm going to quit my job. I'm going to quit my job.
Do me a favor, hit the like button, share the video. Also subscribe if you haven't already. That definitely became a meme right there just now. That was the same way that they give me the money. Give you the money? Give me the money. That same way that became a meme, that might get memed. That's funny as hell.
It does help me out a ton. Let's get back to the video.
Move.
I'm not saying I'm in favor of it. I'm telling you what's like if the Democratic Party said, we anoint Kamala Harris, a giant percentage of Democrats in California would go, yes, we obey. We will take the loyalty oath. It doesn't matter how bad.
I'm telling you that might become a meme. That was funny, right? And it might seem like she joking. I don't really think she joking though. I think she might be dead serious. I think she might be like, you trying to give them our ideas out here? We don't need her in politics at all. Right? And I don't think that's wrong because Kamala is horrible. Kamala is not the answer. I definitely don't think Kamala is in any way, shape, or form the answer, bro. Like I think that's not good. Yes, that's not what should be happening out here. Kamala. Am I even saying her name right? Kamala. Kalab. You knew what I meant. You knew what I meant. Let's get back into it.
State cannot survive another incompetent Democrat leading it.
Leading it. Democrat like Kamala.
No, we just can't. Okay, like anyway, so like people are egging her on. Okay, apparently she's like in a wait and see mode. How about you wait and see like your way out of public life and go do what you're supposed to do. Go work in the private sector, go do the lobbying thing, whatever it is, but do not run as governor of California. Yeah. Do not.
So look, here's the thing that they still won't say that is definitely true, which is that she was a disaster. She was a terrible candidate, but it's still to this day with all their little, oh, golly gee, I wish somebody would have told us, right? But they're not saying the core thing, which is she was a talking robot. And she could not answer normal questions like a human being. She had her scripts ready, and she would just take the script, her talking points, and match it to any question that you asked her. It was Sarah Palin-esque. Yes, I said it, and yes, she definitely deserved it. And no, we should want no part of her for any campaign at all, okay? And I don't know what coconut pilled means. That's a thing that people made up that doesn't even make any goddamn sense. Okay, and finally on Linda Lee, the person say, so look, she's more conservative than I am, way more, and she's more from the donor class, etc. But at the same time, we don't have to drive everybody out of the party, right? So she has a different opinion on immigration, so what? Right? And it turns out that was the majority opinion in America, even though portions of it that I might not agree with. But I brought her up because she said a word that a lot of people are feeling. She said, I feel liberated. And that's because the establishment in the Democratic Party is so oppressive that if you disagree 1% in either direction or any direction, they'll take your head off. And then after the election, pretending as if they're open-minded is just garbage. The next time they'll do the same exact thing and they'll demand your obedience and compliance with probably the very worst candidate.
I please don't run for California, please.
Yeah, and inside of this, she is sick of it. She had enough. She like, please, just, it's over. Don't do it. Please, just leave it alone. Please don't do it. Please don't. We don't need that. That's hilarious. That's mad funny. Wow. I'm going to have to agree with her there, though. I'm going to have to keep it real. Tell me what you guys think down in the comment section. Hit the like button. Share the video as well. Watch my previous videos, man. Go back. Binge, man. It really helps out a lot, man. Also, check me out on memberships.